Hey Simstars, it's Cece, and welcome to a brand new LP that I am starting today. And right now, as I'm recording it, I don't have a name for it yet, and I think it might come to me as I'm actually recording. But it centers around two sisters, actually, which is new for me. Um, there's Jalisa, who you might have seen in my Newlyweds Build Challenge, and her little sister, Nikki. And a little backstory. So, Jalisa and Nikki were both adopted when Jalisa was a teen and Nikki was just a toddler by the woman you see behind them. Her name is Ruth Rubin. And Ruth really, she was always single, but she always wanted to have kids. So she was really excited to be able to adopt the two sisters. So she raised them in her household. They obviously consider her their mother. But Ruth is getting older now, and Jalisa is actually she's married. She just got married to her husband Edgar, and she's really, really excited about that. But unfortunately, what that means is she doesn't get to spend as much time with the people that she loves. So her sister and her mom. So as you can see from their house, their mom Ruth is a little bit eccentric rather. Um, so she's always been kind of out there. She is kind of a I always think of her kind of like my own grandma in a way. So my own grandma is from Philadelphia. She's a Jewish woman. She's very loud and eccentric, and I think that she probably raised Jalisa and Nikki in a similar way. So the two girls are very close and confident, but honestly, Jalisa is figuring out what to do because Nikki is going to need a place to stay. So right now, obviously, she can still stay with Ruth, but it's not always going to be the case. And Jalisa's really concerned about what the future is going to hold. But right now, they're just having a nice little visit at their house. So this is the house that Jalisa grew up in, and that Nikki and Ruth currently live in. It's a house that I actually downloaded from the gallery. I thought it was really eccentric and cool, and I really liked it. And so you'll see that Jalisa and her sister actually used to share this bedroom. And so you'll see there's two beds here. But now it's just Nikki, and this is obviously Ruth's bedroom. But Nikki just loves being here. She loves spending time here. She loves spending time with her mom and her little sister. They're all just really, really close. And I think that, all of them together just have such a strong energy. They really just feel a connection, which I think is really, really important. And now I'm wondering where they're going. Let's see. Oh, they're hugging. Jalisa and Nikki have been through a lot. Obviously, Nikki doesn't remember a lot of their early life, but Jalisa remembers being passed down from like foster home to foster home, trying to keep together with her sister, which was really, really difficult because they kept wanting to separate her. And then finally, thank God, Ruth came along and wanted to adopt them both because now they get to be together, and it's so, so important. And Nikki is just like a really, really good kid. She is trying her best. She's really just, doing everything she can to do well in school. Obviously, I think that Jalisa would definitely take her in if she needed it, obviously. But she wasn't prepared. She did kind of raise Nikki until Ruth came along, but once Ruth came along, she got to be a kid again. She got to be a teenager, which is something she didn't really ever expect that she'd get to be. but she's ready, I think, now. If she needs to take her under her wing, that's something that she's absolutely willing to do. But the problem is she also is really going to miss Ruth. I mean, Ruth's health is really bad right now. Um, she just got diagnosed with something pretty bad, and um, she's Jaleesa's just really afraid that she's going to be gone before she knows it. Um, and it's really sad, but I think that, this is the time when she's actually going to have to step up and be the big sister that she knows she can be and that she is. Um, and of course, I mean, Jaleesa really likes to have fun, and she doesn't want Nikki to have to worry. She doesn't want her to have to be afraid or scared of what's going to happen. And she definitely doesn't want anything bad to happen to either of them. So, I'm thinking maybe now that I'm talking about this and really talking about their backstory, that maybe this is the Sisterhood LP, because it's about being sisters and really taking care of your sister when she absolutely needs you the most, which is, when your mom is sick. And I just think that the three of them have been so close for so long, but at this point, it's time to kind of grow up a little bit. And even though she's married, she did get married really young. Um, I think that she wants to put her little sister to bed. Maybe try and get some parenting skill, because if she is going to have to take Nikki on, I think that it's really important that she learns how to do that, because she has some skill, but not that much. Um, and I think that she'll learn a lot about it. So right now she's putting Nikki to bed. Nikki is just so cute. I love her so much. Mm. She's really taking really good care of her. Um, and I think, now that she spent some time with her family, I think it's time to go back home. It's almost 10 o'clock, and see what Edgar's up to. And I can tell you a little bit more about him as well. He comes from a very different background. So Edgar comes from a very supportive family. His family definitely has always been there for him, has really raised him with high expectations. So, right now he is just starting out as a doctor. He just graduated from medical school, and he's now going to start in the medical profession. And he is really, really passionate about helping people. And I think that's part of what drew him to Jalisa, is that she has helped people her entire life. I mean, she's helped raise Nikki. She's helped other folks who've been in foster home with her. And look at him cleaning up. He's such a good man. They love each other so, so much. And, she really feels lucky to actually get to be with him. We're going to express some fondness to him. And maybe give him a little bit of a flirt, because that's really what she wants as well. Um, and look at how cute he is. I love his outfits. Both of them have some really adorable outfits. I think, it's almost time, and I think for sleep, and it's also a good time to be maybe a little bit extra flirty, which is great. Um, and so I think that they're going to go upstairs and have a little bit of fun, which is nice. It's just kind of like a little nightcap. And even though they're married, I still think it's good that they spend some time together. Obviously, she is definitely not ready for any sort of child yet. That's definitely not what she wants. And she wants it in the long run, for sure. It's something that she definitely wants to have kids. But she wants to enjoy her life and be an adult. She's finally out of the house. She has her own home. And let me tell you guys a little bit about this home, actually, while the two of them have a little fun. So if you watched my previous video, the Newlyweds Decoration Challenge video, you'll see that I decorated their house with their small amount of money that they got. They're really young and they're newlyweds, and so they don't have a lot of money. As you can see, they currently have $21 because I used every single dollar that was available to me. But they really wanted something bright and homey and cheery and somewhere where they could like invite people over, have a lot of fun, and it's just a really beautiful home, I think. And Edgar actually got access to this home because his parents, his dad is a real estate agent, so he found this house on the market, and so their wedding present was actually this entire house, which was a pretty amazing wedding present. So as you can see, it's just so beautiful on the outside. I'll show you with all of it up. It's just stunning. It's a nice townhouse. It's right in downtown, so they'll have access to basically anything they could ever want. But they also have kind of the privacy of a house as opposed to an apartment, which is really, really nice. And another thing that's really nice about it is they actually got to, decorate it inside. And again, there's not that much in there. It's pretty bare, but it's got enough that I think they'll be able to actually have a lot of, just really beautiful experiences here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we actually are going to, we need to eat before we go to work. We'd neglected his needs by accident, and so we are going to definitely need to get some of his needs up before we actually send him to work, and we'll go with him to work probably soon, not right this second, just simply because I think we want to focus a little bit more on Jalisa at the moment. She's actually going into the culinary career. She's always loved cooking. She wants to be a master chef. So that's where she is going into. And she doesn't work for a while. So she'll have some time to hone her skills, which is really nice. But Edgar, on the other hand, definitely needs some love and attention. He has some issues going on. We forgot to let him shower and use the bathroom and all that stuff, but it's his first day on the job, so I think they'll cut him a little bit of slack. Since, what's his actual job title right now? He's an intern, so he's not quite a doctor yet. But Jalisa over here, she is doing great. You can see that she's cooking breakfast. Fortunately, Edgar will have to miss out on breakfast. But she is just enjoying herself. Cooking is where she gets her, like, all her passion from. She used to have to cook a lot for Nikki and herself when they were young, and so I think that she just really wants to show other people that food really brings people together, and I think that's really her goal. She doesn't necessarily want to open a restaurant or anything like that. She just enjoys the act of cooking. Alright, you really need to, don't clean up, actually, because you really need to go to work, because you're going to be super late. Alright, Edgar, you're going to pee, and then you are going to actually go to work. And Jalisa is just enjoying herself here. I forgot to do the symbology of both of them, so let's do that real quick. So her traits is that she's a foodie, she's neat, she's family-oriented, and then because she does want to become a master chef, she has the essence of flavor, which basically means she makes higher quality food and drink. And then Edgar over here, he's a music lover, he's active, and he's ambitious. And he has the domestic trait because he really wants to have a successful lineage. Obviously not right away, but when he can, he definitely wants to. And we'll have him work hard because it's his first day. But Jalisa is just finishing up her breakfast. I think after she cleans, she'll go ahead and maybe take a nice shower. And another thing that she definitely does like to do that I think is also really important is she does enjoy practicing yoga. And she practices yoga to calm down, to like help herself think, and just kind of go to a place that feels centering. You know, she hasn't always been able to be calm and in a safe place, and so practicing yoga allows her to really have that sense of sense of safety, I guess, for her. Um, so she's just gonna finish up her shower real fast over here. Um, Sorry about the background. That's of course my dog, who shows up in all of my videos in some way or another. Um, but I really do just want to show Jalisa really practicing what she's passionate about, which is yoga. Um, and as you can see, she puts her hair back in well, her hair's always braided, but she definitely has it back a little bit more so she can practice it a little bit better, and be able to kind of see herself in a calm state in a little bit more of a better angle. And I think with that, we're going to say goodbye to Jalisa, and that's the end of the first episode of this LP. I really thank you for sticking with it, and I hope you really love their backstories. I really, really love these characters. I think they are absolutely fantastic, and I hope you do too. If you can, please like and subscribe. And as always, to all you SimStars out there, I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful, amazing day.